Tales Curious.
Welcome to Lady Teal's Curios. I'm your host, Lady Teal. Happy New Year, curious minds. With this new year, I'm excited to share more Wacky and Weird Wednesdays, Wanderings, and a new series called Gastrotides. For those who are new here, Wacky and Weird Wednesdays are episodes that explore the current news of strange happenings in the world. In the past, I've covered weird art, paranormal experiences, odd people, and much, much more. Wanderings is a series that developed from exploring unusual places from my travels. And I'm happy to announce that Gastrotides will explore unusual food and beverages from around the world. With the full-time travel and the inconsistent internet, I experienced a lot of unknowns that I had not expected last year. I'm hoping to bring a bit more consistency to Lady Teal's Curios and develop our community of curious minds a bit more. I'm also hoping to plan a few group trips this year, so stay tuned to hear about those. This has always been a passion project of mine, and I appreciate all who have been following since the beginning and welcome any new curious minds. Seeing how today is Wednesday, we'll be diving into the wacky and weird. In December, while prepping for the holidays, some of you may have come across a viral TikTok video from 90 Day Fiancé star Stephanie Maddow, who sells her farts in a jar. She reportedly makes $45,000 in 1 week from selling these potent smells. BuzzFeed interviewed the flatulent entrepreneur. Stephanie said, "Working on my own adult-friendly platform these past few months has made me very aware of the different types of niches and markets that are out there. Over the years, I've gotten a few messages from men and women wanting to buy my worn bras, panties, hair, bathwater, etc. I thought farts were super niche, but also something fun, quirky, and different. It's almost like a novelty item." End quote. So I know at this point you're probably wondering, what does she send customers? Just an empty jar? And you have to go off her word that there's actually a fart in there? She says that she likes to combine her product with something that smells like her. So she spritzes on one of her favorite perfumes into each jar to give customers the most immersive experience. She puts a small fabric petal or flower into each jar. She says it's aesthetically pleasing and also allows the scent to attach to it and last longer. Stephanie has even expanded her small business into the world of NFTs. Each fart jar previously cost around $500. Now, I'd love to know, would you sell your farts? On a bit of a heavier note, in Afghanistan, the Taliban has ordered shop owners to behead all mannequins. They are considered idols, and according to the Taliban, this is something that is absolutely sinful. Women and girls are clearly the biggest victims since the Taliban has taken over. What might seem like a silly, weird law in writing with the news heading, "Shopkeepers ordered to chop off the heads of mannequins," is in reality truly showing us the situation is worsening. I am very familiar with the idea of idols, and if you grew up in any sort of Christian or fundamentalist background, you are likely familiar with the idea that material possessions can become idols, and this is a quote, but basically only the one true God deserves our attention and worship. This is beyond worship, though. This is a form of control and programming. I've seen it in the religion that I was raised in and luckily escaped, and it is plainly obvious in the way the Taliban seeks to control the women in Afghanistan. I'm not really sure what can be done about the situation in Afghanistan, but I feel it's important to be aware of what is happening there. So if you need a bit of a palate cleanser, we can talk about being at the right place at the right time. Twice in one day. That is just what happened to an 11-year-old boy from Oklahoma named Davion Johnson. While at school, a classmate started choking, and Davion was able to successfully perform the Heimlich maneuver on him. I don't know about you, but when I was 11, I definitely did not know the Heimlich. He said he learned it from watching YouTube and encouraged his classmates to do the same. Later that same day, he saved a woman from a burning house. He saw her walking slowly with her walker and thought, she's not moving fast enough, so he helped her get in her truck and leave. He was later recognized as an honorary member of the Muskogee Police Department and County Sheriff's Office. When I hear about events like these, it makes me wonder, is it just a coincidence he was at the right place at the right time twice in one day, or is there something more to it? Perhaps he has the intuition to just act when needed. A truly intriguing and heartwarming story, to say the least. We're going to head in a totally different direction now. Yes, just turn your head up and look at the beautiful night sky. What do you think is up there? Alien life, perhaps? It's been a while since I've heard a good alien story, so I was perusing around the interwebs to see if there was anything new in the world of extraterrestrials. Apparently, hunter Donald Bromley captured a creepy image of what he is referring to as a bulbous-headed naked alien in Redgate, Montana. Redgate is known for its unusual events related to extraterrestrial activity. Cars stall for no reason, and a horrible murder occurred where a homesteader slaughtered his family and painted their front gate with their blood. Upon further investigation, I found this incident didn't actually happen this week, but happened in 2021, and a film by a Patrick W. Cutler is coming out soon. And the film covers many of the strange events surrounding this area. This is a hot spot for paranormal activity. Reportedly, 4 people disappeared during the production of this film. I've reached out to Mr. Cutler to see if we can have a conversation surrounding some of these events because I have to tell you, I'm intrigued. Now, going back to the image that was captured, the hunter told KXLF News, "The more I look at it, it was just odd. It was out of place, and everything just matches the alien persona. The bigger, bulbous head. You can tell he has no clothes. It's kind of a transparent being." I have to admit, I am a little skeptical. The image reminded me of a picture one of my friends sent a while ago from their night cam. I'll share both as a side-by-side comparison, and you can let me know what you think. Our last piece of news comes from Las Vegas, where people come from all over the world to have the most peculiar and outlandish weddings. This particular woman, Kitten K. Sarah, married the color pink. Kitten K. Sarah is the first person to ever marry a color. She said she's been wearing pink since 1980 and has had a relationship with the color for over 40 years. She said the idea came to her when a kid on a skateboard asked, "Wow, you love pink, right?" She replied, "Yeah, I love it so much." And he said, "You love it so much, why don't you marry it?" She thought the idea was just perfect. So January 1st, in front of a crowd adorned in pink, swatch in hand, Kitten K. Sarah married her favorite color. I've never thought about marrying something inanimate before. I know I've talked about the woman who married the pirate ghost on a previous episode, but a color? If you could marry a color, what color would you choose? And if you could pick anything inanimate to marry, what would it be? That's all for tonight's Wacky and Weird. I'd like to give a New Year's shout out to my patrons Kristen, Sarah, Nick, Vic, and Becky. If you would like to become a patron, simply follow the link in the show notes. Until next time, stay curious. Each fart jar previously. Each fart. I can't even say it. Each fart jar previously. Oh my gosh.